Welcome back to Lego Batman 2.
Hey.
Alright, so we missed a week, but it's okay. We're back now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
God, where's the thing? Oh, it's right here.
We have to go into the Batcave.
We surely do.
Robin, I'm gay. Let's fuck. Yes, Batman.
Yes. What can I do? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, what can I do for you, sir?
Lego Batman 2 Joker holds the world record for the most unfunniest puns used in a single
Come and get me!
cutscene. Come and get me! Just kick him.
His hair was made green by an accident in a hair salon. His teeth were yellowed by bad dental hygiene. Oh, okay.
I just didn't brush my teeth.
It's really that simple.
You think it's all this, but no, I just didn't brush my teeth.
I had the Batmobile tracking kryptonite. We wouldn't have picked this up. It must have been kryptonite.
So do you, I don't know, maybe if I've asked you this before, do you prefer the way Robin looks in this game or in the first
Joker
game?
wanted
Because in this game he looks,
must have been some sort
he's
of
got the red with the black
We'll put
cape.
it away with
The
the
other game he was like what? Like he had a yellow cape, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's kryptonite!
I keep it in case Superman decides to be a bad
I guess
guy.
I keep it for Superman in case he decides to become fucking evil. Oh, I never answered your question. I mean, probably the first one.
Yeah. They're definitely more distinct than in this game.
We've lost the signal. Come and get me.
Worry, it's directly ahead.
I mean, in this game, Robin's like, Batman, we gotta do this. In the first game, he's like, ugh.
He's like, what?
He's like, ugh. You know, because they
That's
don't
true.
talk, they just make sound. They're breaking in.
Alert.
Well, the Batcave's not really that hard to get into.
Fake kryptonite. It was a homing device. We were set up.
Hello? Anybody home? We're here, and we brought desserts.
I mean, whoever voiced Joker in this didn't do too bad of a job.
Better than Jared Leto.
True. Is he better than Joaquin Phoenix?
He goes,
Perhaps not.
perhaps. Is he better than Heath
Oh
Ledger?
no. No one's better than Heath Ledger.
Hey, Shan, my name is Heath Ledger.
Is he better than Mark Hamill?
Mark Hamill's a good, really good voice actor for
Yeah.
Joker.
It's true. Oh no.
Look at the goons. They're gooning. They're goonie. Am I right? You're like, Evan, shut your bitch.
I
ass.
died.
Fuck! Bitch, Ethan. Dumb as hell, man. You fuck ass ain't doing that.
I think I gotta get on this.
I already, Ethan already knows about this story, but I was at work a couple days ago, and
Oh god.
I was helping this member.
This is a story. This is a video we're gonna watch in like a year, and we're gonna completely forget about this story.
Well, that's why I gotta bring it up in video so you can reminisce.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm helping this lady load her car. I work at a grocery store, so
You can say that you work at a Costco. I think you've said it before.
I work at Costco.
Okay, there you go.
Costco is really big on you not like talking about your job on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, I learned about it in training, but it's fine. I mean, I think you can't like film yourself while you're like, working and upload it. I think that's the only thing. And I can't talk about any like personal shit, obviously. But anyway, I work at Costco, and I was helping this We call them members, not customers, because they have to pay to shop.
Mm-hmm.
I was helping this member load her vehicle, because you know how women are.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not all women. It's like
It's
you'll
not
get-
all
you'll
women,
get
just
these-
most of them.
you'll get these scrawny ass women that are like, I can't lift this thing of water. I'm like, bro, you're 25. Anyway,
Alright.
so this woman, she's like, can you help me load this water? And of course, in my head, I'm thinking, well, weak ass can't do it, but you know, you don't say that obviously.
Right.
So,
Oh, great. Thank you, Robin. Instead of grabbing it like.
so I'm putting it in her car, and I'm guessing, I don't know if they were. She had a kid with her, and she's like, we could. I guess they're going to this amusement park or whatever. She's like, maybe I'm tall enough for this ride. Now, I let the intrusive thoughts win. And I just look over at the kid. I said, man, your punk ass ain't tall enough. Needless to say,
Did you
the mother-
did you explain why you said that?
it just came up in my head.
Oh.
And I just...
But well, I didn't hear you say. Like, what made you say that in the first place? Did you say why you said that in the first place?
I think it's just because I felt like it.
Ah, god damn it!
I was like, well, it's because I think it'd be fun. Like, I think it's one of those things where you think something, but sometimes like it will come out. Like, actually, I think that's what happened. And after I said it, I immediately regretted it.
I mean, it was funny though.
It was funny. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hilarious, but like this is something like I could get in like big trouble over. Because obviously I looked. Not only a member, but a child. Said, man, your punk ass ain't tall enough for the ride. So, needless to say, the mother was not impressed with my comment.
Yeah.
So, she goes inside and tells...
Where is Robin's bitch ass? What are you doing?
She goes inside. I see her go inside. I'm just like... Well, she just told on me. So, I'm like, I'll just let it play out, see what happens. So, I'm about to go to my, like, lunch break, and then my manager sees me and says, hey, Evan, can I talk to you in the admin room really, like, the admin office real quick? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, too fucking... So, I'm like, well... I'm in shit, because when they ask you to go into the admin, most of the usually doesn't mean good news.
Yeah.
So, come and get me? No, I thought he would have said it. Anyway, so he goes, but luckily it's like, not like one of the, like, you know, like you know, you get like the really strict managers are just by the book.
Mm-hmm.
This one is, but he's really chill, and I'm cool with. So he goes, hey, he says, I had a member come to me and complain about something you did. He goes, she didn't say what it was. He said, but you did something. He goes, what did you do?
Mm-hmm.
I said, I explained, and I explained like this, the build up, and I said, he goes, well, man, I'm tall enough for this ride. I said, then I looked at the kid, man, your punk ass ain't tall enough. All of a sudden, my manager, he loses it. He thinks it's so funny. He goes, why would you do it? He said, dude, he said, don't get me wrong, this is really funny, but you cannot do that again.
Yeah, because there's a chance you see that woman again.
Yeah.
She's a member.
Okay.
So, you know, you...
No, he meant just in general, don't
Yeah.
do it again.
Well, I'm just saying, also...
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But I said, no, don't worry. I said, I promise. This is a one-time thing. I promise. Because I've been working there for 4 years, so obviously they all know me, and they're all cool with me because you know I don't misbehave or anything, and I'm cool with with them. So I just think it's funny where, like, you know, in a usual situation where you do that, your manager's like, okay, so you can't do that. That's extremely unprofessional. We're gonna have to give you just a little write-up. But no, he's just laughing his ass off at it.
Hey, Superman!
Hey, Superman!
See, you can't rely on anyone.
So yeah, so that's something that I decided to do at work that I really shouldn't do again.
Yeah, well, I got written up at work though.
When?
Last week. I got written up because I left early on a Saturday and didn't clean my machine good enough, apparently.
Oh.
I've worked there for 3.5 years, and I've never gotten written up. And I'm like, now you want to write me up?
Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
Take a second.
Alright.
I've only gotten written up once, and it was when I was calling off even though I didn't have time because I was sick.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that like 3 times, you get a write-up.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens at Costco, how it works, the system works is every time, like, if you do something, you get a point.
Right.
And one, like the first 2 points, if you get 1 point or 2 points, they don't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
A warning.
Yeah, they just say, hey, just to let you know, you use this, you have a point. It says it won't go on your record, but just so you know, don't do it. If you get a 3rd point, you get a counseling notice, which is when they you know, they bring you into the office and they give you this piece of paper and they explain like why you're getting this, and then you have to sign your name, and then you have to write down what you'll do to not do it again.
Yeah.
So like for me, I was like, I just wrote down, don't get sick when I don't have PTO.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was.
Yeah. That's stupid.
If you get if your 3rd and 4th write-up, like, no, if you get 3rd point, 3 points, and then 4 points, that's a counseling notice. If you get 5 points, that's unpaid suspension, which is 3 days. It's 3 days that you're supposed to work. So if there's like a scheduled day off in there, that doesn't count. So like if like for example, like,
Come on, Rob, your bitch ass is so annoying.
so like for example, my days off is Tuesday and Thursday. So if that were to happen to me, it would be like if it's Sunday and
Oh my god.
they're like, okay, so you get the suspension, it would be, I won't be back until Saturday, because it would be, since I have Tuesday and Thursday, it would count Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that works. And then if you get 6 points, that's termination. But once 6 months go by, the point, like if you get a point on like April 1st, on October 1st it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
So after 6 months, whatever, like this, exactly 6 months after you got 1 point, it'll go away.
Okay. You said 1 month?
The 6.
6. Okay, so it's kind of like my work.
So like for example, like if you have 5 points, and they're like, look, you got your first point on April 1st. Today is September 1st. They said if you get 1 more point before October 1st, you will be fired.
Yeah.
But after October 1st, the first point goes away, and then you go from 5 to 4. Also, if it's like a minor violation, like for example, like using PTO when you don't have it, it's a full point if you do a full day, but if you leave like halfway through, it's only a half point.
Gotcha.
So that's
Well,
that's how it works there.
It's like my work. We have if you leave 5 hours into the 10-hour shift, you get a half point. If you don't come in, it's a full point. And you have 8 points.
Yeah.
Total. I think once you reach 6, they give you a warning. Say like you're getting up there in points, just be careful. And then once you hit 8, they're like, cut you off. Cut you off.
So yeah, you'll get a point like, you know,
Superman,
if
you don't have to do this, dude. You can fly with us.
But no, he wants to be included.
Oh, okay.
So you'll get a point like if, like I said, you call off a shift even though you don't have enough personal time. Like if you call off but you have enough to cover your shift, then nothing will happen. They'll just say like let's say I have an 8-hour shift, right? And I have 15 hours of PTO saved up. And if I call in like, hey, I'm sick, I call off and like, all right, and then they'll say, because when at Costco when you call off, they'll say, because like first of all you'll call and then you'll say, hey, I'm an employee, I need to speak to a manager because they're the ones that take care of that. And like, okay, so then you have to sit and listen to the background music for a hold. Then eventually a manager will come like, all right, and then you explain the situation. They say, all right, he said, so you have to tell them what your scheduled shift was and then your employee number. And then they'll say, all right, well, get better. And then if you have time, then nothing will happen. You'll still. But if you don't have the time, then the next time you come in, they'll say, hey, so you didn't have enough time, so. Depending on how many points you'll have, they'll address it accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you'll get a point if you come in late, which Costco does 3 minutes grace. So, if you're scheduled to come in at 9 a.m., the latest you can clock in and still be on time is 9:03.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the same.
9:03.
It's the same thing for when you leave. Like they do when you leave, they do round up where it's the same 3 minutes. Like if you're supposed to leave at 5 o'clock, you can clock out at 4:57 and you'll still get those 3 minutes.
All right. That's pretty nice. There's no grace period for my work. If you're late, you're late. Even if it's a minute, you're getting a half point. There is no...
I think the biggest reason why they do the 3 minute grace is because, especially during the morning, like a lot of people will be coming in at the same time. And the clock in, we have this machine, and on our name tag, there's a barcode on the back. And then it'll be this machine, it's this little screen. It'll say, like if you're, there's like, it's a touch screen. It'll have the time on the top right, and then in the middle of the screen, if you don't have to use these to clock in, but the only thing that's on there is you can review what your last punch, like if you clocked out for lunch but you don't exactly remember what time what you did, you can go back, it'll tell you. There's also if you're switching positions, because like for example, cashiers make more money than the normal assistants. So like if somebody is an assistant, like, hey, can you get on a register? Then they go to the machine and then they'll switch to cashier, so they get paid more.
Yeah.
And then also the third one is clock out early. But when you're clocking in and clocking out, all you have to do is walk in that screen, and under it, it's like, you know, like the like at a register, you use a thing to scan the barcode. It's that, and it's aiming down. You just put your name tag under it. It'll make a sound, and on the screen it'll say, if you're coming in, it says in. If you're coming in for the day, it'll say in, comma, new shift. And then when you're done, it'll say out, comma, not working.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing right
How do you clock in at your place?
now. You go in. There's a 5-digit pin you put into the screen, and then you scan your fingerprint,
Oh, okay.
and then it just gives you a ding whenever you clock in. It was like that at Martin's as well when I worked at when I worked in the deli.
I think Costco does the 3-minute grace period because the clock in machine, there's only one. And sometimes, like, in the morning, there's multiple people coming in at the same time. And it's so that you're not screwed waiting in line.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get them, like... I don't know how to get into that thing right here. Oh, you literally just walk up to it. I'm fucking stupid. I'm like, what do I do? Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, Robin. And if I can't tell you how many times I've clocked in with 1 minute to spare.
Yeah.
Seriously. Hey, Peter.
Well, I had a close call the other morning because I don't know if you remember when we were going to that baseball game with Tyler and Brayden, I made a comment about my brakes.
Mm-hmm.
So they got really bad. Like, actually, this is a story I can talk about. I don't know if I'll have enough time to finish it though. I got 9 minutes.
Was it really that long of a story?
Well, it's a lot of. Well, you know what? I think I got time. So, this is a bit ago now.
Uh-huh.
I was going to work, and I was driving through the neighborhood, and then I can just tell, like, when I ever so slightly put my foot down, it was just so loud. It just made such a loud noise. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't right. And then it would do that, and, you know, irresponsibly, I should have said something to my dad, but I didn't. I let it go for too long. And it got so bad that literally my car has this feature called Vehicle Stability Assist, where if it senses something, like, wrong with the driving part, it'll automatically turn on. But when it's on, you can't go faster than 30 miles an hour.
Oh, really?
So I'm driving through the neighborhood, which it's not like the neighborhood speed limit is 25 anyway.
Yeah.
But I look down, I see it turned on, and I'm like putting my foot down, it just doesn't speed up, and I'm like, oh shit. So I turn back around, and I go back to the house. Meanwhile, I have to clock in like less than 20 minutes, and like, hey, Dad, because there was no way I would have made it on time. I'm not gonna drive down the highway at 30 miles an hour.
Right.
So I told my dad, I said, Dad, there's something really going on with my car. I said my brakes sound horrible. And I said also the VSA came on. I said, could you take a look at it? He goes, all right. So I drove my brother's car to work that day because he wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to work. I clocked in with 5 seconds to spare.
Wow.
It was I had to clock in at 8:30 that day. It was 8:33, and the second hand was on the 11. Like,
wow.
That's how I was 5 seconds. And I'm like, oh my god. Which I wouldn't have gotten in big trouble because I'm like, I'm never late, so it wouldn't have mattered.
If it would have taken any longer.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't have mattered, like, if I was late, because I wouldn't have gotten, like, in trouble because I'm, like, never late, but I don't want that point on my record. Right. So anyway, I do my shift, I come home, and my dad's in the garage working on it, and I go, so what's going on with it? He goes, well, Evan, frankly, your brakes are fucked.
That's just great.
And I'm like, really? He said, Evan, you let this go for too long. He said, so, on your wheel, there's this thing called a brake rotor, which is what, and then there's these brake pads. So when you put your foot on the brake, the pads will close on to the rotor to help it slow down. And the pads, it's this little, it's a small rectangular-ish piece of metal with curvy edges. And on one side, it's like a softer material. Which is why, so it's not metal, so that's why when you do your brakes normally, it doesn't make a loud sound, like if the pads are good. So the pads were so worn down, the material was not there. It was completely gone. So basically, the reason why it would make a noise, because every time I put my foot on the brake, it was metal scraping on metal.
Oh, wow.
So, he showed me the rotor. He said, I didn't check the brakes on the back side. He said, but it's because he said, I think it's an issue with the front side. He said, I think the back is okay. So, he had me go to Advanced Auto Parts. He said, I put this order for 2 new brake rotors and new brake pads. And he showed me the rotor. Usually it's supposed to be, it's a circular piece of metal. It's usually supposed to be smooth. It was like scraped. It was so scraped. He goes, yeah, you can't use this anymore. So I went to Advanced Auto Parts and picked it up. And so I do that, and then I go back. And then my dad said, well, he said, I did more looking at your brakes. I got some more bad news. I'm like, what? He goes, he said the front right one is fine, but your brake caliper on the front left side is damaged. And
does he know how to fix all this stuff, or do you have to take it to a
yes,
mechanic?
my dad is intelligent with fixing vehicles. Which begs the question, why didn't you ask your dad when the problem arose? That's a great question. So
you're like, I don't have a fucking answer for you.
Yeah, I was being irresponsible. That's the only real response. So he goes, well, we're gonna have to order a brand new brake caliper. So we only need one. And this is the second half of the story. He was like, alright, I'm gonna have you order a brand new brake caliper. We go inside, he gets on his computer. The cheapest caliper we found was $80, but it was a good distance. It was like 20 minutes away. And I'm like, alright, I'll make the drive, it's fine. So I get back in my brother's car, I drive there. Now, another thing I was doing was, what you can do for these larger pieces is that when you are getting a replacement part, you can return the old one for core, which is when the store will completely gut the old thing, and whatever scrap they can get, you'll get the money for it.
Okay.
So
that's not bad.
Yeah, so so I brought back I'm sorry, that just made me laugh.
that didn't work.
Anyway, so I walk into the store, and my dad and I just put the old brake caliper in this just cardboard box I was laying around the garage. So I go to the store, and it's this younger guy at the counter. He goes, hi, how can I help you? And I said, hi, I'm here to pick up an order for a brand new brake caliper, and I'm returning this old one for core. And he goes, alright, he goes, let's do the core first since you have it right here. Now, this is the first time I'd ever returned something for core. Because I don't know why my dad just didn't go and do it, since he's more intelligent with that stuff than I am, but I don't know, I was just gopher, as he likes to call it. Where you go, it's like go for. So you gopher is the person that goes and does things for someone, so that's what he likes to call it. So, I think the reason why he does it because they have a guy where he works that they call the gopher.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you're supposed to do, what the employee was supposed to do, was ask me for the order number for the new caliper.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he asks me the order number for the old caliper. Now, I didn't know, or else I would have said, I thought it was a new one. So I thought this is what was going to happen. So he points at the old brake caliper and says, oh, what was the order number for this? And I'm like, I said, dude, I have no idea. We got this in March of 2023. And he has this look on his face. He goes, okay. He goes, well, let me look up. He goes, what's your phone number? I'll look it up in the system. So since it's my dad that makes orders, I gave him my dad's phone number. And he goes, no, I don't see anything. He goes, what's the last name? Tell him my last name. Nothing. This took 20 minutes. Standing in there, I'm confused. I'm starting to get really irritated. So it gets to the point where I call my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing
You know what I always say
about my dad,
Right.
when my dad
That's
gets
right.
confused, he kind of loses his temper.
Mm-hmm.
When my dad is confused, he gets pretty mad.
What can I do?
So he was confused. So he was kind of like getting a little snippy with the guy, like standing here like, oh my god.
You know what I
So
always say
eventually, this
Right makes
older
right.
guy comes up, which I assume was the manager. He goes, hey, I'm sensing some confusion going on here. What he said, tell me exactly what's going on. So I explained to him I said, I'm here to pick up a brand new brake caliper, and I'm returning this for core. And he goes, he's asking me I point at the old one. So he asked me what's the order number for this one, and we're trying to figure it out. So after I say it, the manager has this look on his face like you gotta be kidding me look. He looks at the other employee, goes, you're supposed to ask him the order number for the new caliper. And he goes, oh. I'm just like, oh, you gotta... Because my dad knew that, but he was like, the reason why my dad was confused, because he was like, why do they want the order number for the old one? He goes, it doesn't make any sense.
That's funny.
So at that point, we give him the order number, and then when my... Alright, Dad, I'll take care of it from here. So after that, I looked at him and said, I apologize. I said, my dad has a short temper when he's confused. I said, he goes, oh, don't worry. He says, we're used to this. He says, we're literally a car parts store. He says, you know how many people we get come in pissed off because something about their car is broken?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're not gonna get... I'm just beating the shit out of a Scarecrow right now.
And I'm like, that makes sense. So he looks at the employee, goes, the manager says, go, yeah, he says, go to the back and get the new caliper. So he goes, the manager goes, yeah, I'm so sorry about the confusion. He goes, he's new. Because his first day was yesterday. So he's learning all the stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. And I could tell the new employee, I could tell he felt bad.
I need the flash for that.
So he said, I'm really sorry about that, man. I said, hey, don't worry about it. It happens. You're new. So you gotta learn one way or another.
Hmm.
And the manager looks and goes, yeah, you're lucky. He said, you're lucky is nice. You could have gotten some asshole.
Yeah. It's true.
So after that, oh, okay, he's gone.
Yeah. He was like, I'm going into the ground now.
So after that, I got it and left. And then I got home. My dad goes, what was going on? And I go, the guy was new. My dad goes, oh. He goes, okay.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And he said, did you confuse him by only mentioning the core? I said, no. I said, this is exactly what I said. I went in, I said, hi, I'm here to pick up an order for a brand new brake caliper, and I would like to return this for core. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, so he just got confused. So, to summarize, we got the new caliper on, and the brakes have been crisp.
That's good.
So that was my little mishap. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of the episode.
That was a pretty long story, but you know what? That was an interesting story. Very, very good. Oh my god, it's poison ivy.
Oh my god.
I have an unhealthy attraction to
Wrap
poison
your
ivy.
leaf around my god.
Alright, anyways, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.